Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes chi pala mulek tonki pa nagnonek. Tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest. Ufmala nibokurk. Mucho shakapaka. Ye ki kon no ba muladra ki chichon. Kenchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. China pala mule. Tongki ba non tontek. Dunni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Mucho shakapaka, ye ki kon no ba muladra ki chichon. China pala mule, tongki ba non tontek, dunni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Mucho shakapaka, ye ki kon no ba muladra ki chichon. Ki puna na bon sha. Kava dumpa kupaliaya moka pata.
Access to the civilian quarters in the Zerka mining facility is temporarily restricted whilst this door is under maintenance.
What's it to you if I am an Arcanian offshoot, Twi'lek? I don't see any signs saying we can't come in here.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpaiya mokapaata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpaiya!
What do you know about Arcanian offshoots, Wormhead? I bet you've spent too many of your days making sandcastles on Ryloth to know anything about my people.
Master, Ryloth is a barren planet with an arid climate. It would be difficult, if not impossible, to collect the sufficient amount of water required to create sandsculptures in such an environment.
Switch your vocabulary off, Verbal. Insults don't need to make sense.
Watawama mulira, kinkunjope shak. No ba muliraji. Joni yun turungchi, itadia. Ola una chinek. Ba mulirat slimo anga kunbisking.
The Sith don't give a fried gisket of what goes on outside their academy. And if they did, knocking you out clean and cold would probably get me a pat on the back.
Master, the Sith may not be interested in enforcing a policy within this colony, but Zerka is. If you are caught breaking that policy, it could damage your contract with them.
Watawama mulira, kinkunjope shak. No ba muliraji. Joni yun turungchi, itadia. Ola una chinek. Ba mulirat slimo anga kunbisking.
Hey, you leave Verbal out of this. I'd punch you right in the nose for that one. Down you go. And remember, it was an Arcanian offshoot that put you there. Waiter, get me another drink. All this action's giving me a terrible thirst.
Master, may I direct your attention to the Twi'lek lying unconscious on the floor before you? He was the waiter, and he was trying to collect your bill.
Well, I'm glad you're here to tell me these things. Yeah? Living on the Outer Rim teaches you a few things. First and most important being how to look after yourself. Let's just say I learned that lesson the hard way. Second lesson I learned is never to give your name to anyone who just walks up to you and asks for it. Come to think of it, I learned that lesson the hard way too. Well, that's real nice. Now why don't you leave me alone before I decide to give us something in common and teach you those lessons the same way I learned them, the hard way.
Ni bajoni yo lak wish. Dopayumas pasen latin boto. Dong abuk shami no nok. Wana kuna best chinga pala multonki.
Wait a minute. Sarah? Sarah Dagana?
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
What are you doing here? I thought you were on the Orion.
Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kon no ba muladraki chichon.
When I left her, you enjoyed being a crew member. Hell, you enjoyed life. Why did you leave?
Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kon no ba muladraki chichon.
You haven't changed. You're still a bad liar. So, I suppose your friend here had something to do with it? I know enough to realize it's a Jedi secret your friend here is hiding.
Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kon no ba muladraki chichon.
Unless they're like the dark Jedi I found in the korriban wastes. The kind who come here searching for ancient Sith treasures, but only find death. I've seen plenty of them. Yeah, I know them. I've been on Korriban for a few weeks now. I was scheduled to meet a Rhodian named Drix Kelleran, but he never showed up. I never got paid. So I hired myself out to Zerka, and I've been mapping out an uncharted region of this planet ever since, the Korriban Waste being the uncharted region. The Korriban Waste is a name given to a collection of wastelands that lie to the north of Dresh Day. Nothing there really, just rocks, deserts, and plenty of Tukata. Officially, the Korriban Waste is off limits to anyone but the Sith, Zerka included. Don't know why, don't care why, it just is. So Zerka hired me to do the job because I can be very unofficial in how I approach it. Like I said, Korriban Waste is strictly off limits to anyone but Sith. Although why you'd want to go there in the first place is beyond me.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
It's a wasteland, Sarah. There ain't nothing there but rocks, deserts, and danger. Trust me, I know. When I go to the wastes, I usually go through Zerka's mining facility. It's not exactly the best or easiest of routes, but it allows me to bypass the Sith. For the likes of us, it's the only route. But since the incident which happened here a few days ago, even that route is closed to us.
Hakuchi kopa. Jino mularak kampiak. Slimjo puanwandwana.
The incident occurred on one of the levels within Zerka's mining facility. Whatever happened, it was bad enough to warrant the entire level be placed under total lockdown. Word around the cantina is the workforce stationed there at the time of the incident went completely crazy. They lost their minds, started attacking everyone in sight.
Tanga boksha nagnong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun. Shuni yun ni jiji aldwana. Kavavulpa muli kumana.
Weren't you listening to me, Sarah? It isn't happening. The area is in complete lockdown. Not even Zerka's own employees can get through. Not without the correct authorization. Under these circumstances, only the administrator of the mining facility could grant you the authorization that would allow you to access the quarantine level. Although I can't see how you'd even get a chance to speak with him, never mind get him to grant you access. I heard he wiped the schedule completely clean of any and all appointments to give himself more time to deal with the incident. Unless you happen to be the delegation dispatched by Zerka HQ that is supposedly on the way to advise the administrator on how to deal with the incident, you ain't getting in. I know that look, because the last time you gave it to me, we ended up locked away in a Gamorrean warlord's prison for a week without food and water. I'm not making that mistake again. I'm not helping you, Sarah. I have a contract with Zerka that I just can't afford to endanger. The delegation of Zerka advisors hasn't arrived yet. I suppose if you acted fast, you could assume their identities and meet with the administrator. But therein lies another problem. The identities of the advisors have to be confirmed through a biometric scan before they're allowed to enter the administrator's office.
Master, what of your hacking apparatus? With the correct authentications, it would be a simple task to gain access to Zerka's records and then replace the biometric data of the advisors with the biometric data of our associates.
Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kon no ba muladra ki chichon.
Good plan or not, I haven't even said I'll help you yet. You know, that always was your problem. You always assumed you could manipulate me to do whatever you wanted regardless of the risk involved. But I got news for you. It still works. Damn it. I'll help you for what it's worth. But I swear it won't happen again. I'm onto you. Give me some time to prepare. I need to configure the device to hack into Zerka's system and then to attach a biometrics reader. I'll be on the main level of Zerka's mining facility. Go through the civilian quarters and meet me there when you're ready.
Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
I hope so. I don't want to waste my time on this thing for you not to show. The main level of Zerka's mining facility. Don't forget.
Uchua penki, tang itwamaji, human acting ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, chiwak aita kanki, tong hitwama ak inkotune. Otang hiwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun king, kimba nokun nik dota. Nikawa dubaka, patisa, kon mulis limo poi wanga kun biskin, chi itakanki, changa kilikon, uba baska dwana chichopa muska, kimba nikcha lora kun, iyuma batmaliaw no wish, kakin cha nawabagaon, kun muli ras limo poi wanga tong kimba, no kun neksak, patoga yak fuli kokala jiji. Tingkuin ko ka, tong hitwana ji sa kat agi inko tune, chuna muli ra, tong pa nong kunek abog. Ki muli ra kun king, tong hitwama agi inko tune. Nikawa dubaka, patisa, kon muli slimo poi wanga kun biskin, chi itakanki, changa kilikon. Ciao baso, Gino molirani bubo, tonkin ba, no kun neksag.
Ako ko pa, Gino mularak kampiak slimjo puanwandwana. Kakin cha na kwat na bonkon, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tongki pa nagnonek, tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest, ufmala nibo gurk. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku, yumawama nibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
Shak pangpa, inkin kun no ba mulri rachikun. Tone podo, rana no prata dong no sarcha, ichua penki. Gavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Punanay kachu. Inkin kuno ba mulirachi kun. Tong na punsha nyunyan. Gavavulpa mulchi gamana kipuna. Gavatumpa kulpa yiya mokapata. Chiyoka kutumpa kulpa yiya. Ako Jacoba. Gino mulira king pajak slimo poidoana. Kachichu ay thaudunga. Inkin kuno ba mulira chikun slima podana. Rundi haudonga kun honkabi takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ay thaudonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chunchut. Moga shampungpa olawana chikni. Bamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Kachichu ay thaudunga.